So I believe it's exactly the same thing for me with sort of understanding what I like, maintain that should do, or what I like. I'm a truly similar to straightforward individual. You all. Rihanna and Kendall Jenner are by and by a moving subject, and you can probably figure the motivation behind why. I get exhausted in any case, so I like to keep myself occupied. It's an obvious fact that Rihanna was never a Kardashian fan. Be that as it may, with regards to Kendall Jenner, Riri believed the entire world should know exactly the amount Kendall drives her up the wall. Presently, you'd feel that this opinion would blur with time, particularly now that Rihanna is an entire mother, and she has different needs. In any case, sources near Riri are expressing that while the facts may confirm that Rihanna lacks opportunity and energy to go this way and that with the chicks on Twitter and IG any longer, she actually peeps all that is continuing, and evidently she actually feels a way about Kendall of some sort, and is persuaded that Kendall is as yet following her. And it seems like things are private since Kendall used to date Riri's child daddy pronto. Rough. A while ago when Riri was all the while keeping quickly in the companion zone. In any case, is this truly why Rihanna can't stand Kendall? And what's going on with these bits of hearsay that Kendall is as yet following Riri? How about we separate it? I had it for me. Some exceptionally grandiose side-eye criminal hostile. As all of you know, Rihanna and the Kardashian faction don't blend. And Riri has required a great deal of exertion over the course of the years to try not to be related with this family. Nonetheless, the just Kar Jenner part that Rihanna effectively abhorred on since the very beginning is Kendall Jenner. Rihanna's inconspicuous digs at Kendall really date as far as possible back to 2013, when Kendall was as yet a teen. In those days, Kendall was a stalwart Rihanna fan. Or possibly that is what she believed individuals should think. So in April 2013, in front of Rihanna's show in L. Kendall tweeted her energy about hearing her one Rihanna tune and offered a lively remark about how she'd be vexed on the off chance that the melody wasn't performed. On the off chance that Rihanna doesn't perform Convoluted tomorrow, I will fly off the handle, Kendall tweeted. Presently, most fans figured out this as a joke. And they didn't think Kendall was really taking steps to have a tantrum, except if Rihanna played out her tune. In any case, Riri thought in an unexpected way, and when she saw Kendall's tweet, she applauded back, indeed, don't come now. At that point, Kendall actually wasn't the Kendall Jenner, so she likely didn't feel sufficiently courageous to toss some shade back at Riri. And love her or disdain her. Kendall was as yet a young person then, at that point, and it appeared to be somewhat bizarre that Rihanna would embarrass her like this for evidently no great explanation by any means. And we love Rihanna. Yet you got to concede that she had no chill in those days. However, this wasn't the end. The following occurrence, including these two, occurred after Rihanna chose to blacklist Victoria's Mystery Show, after one more model was supplanted with Kendall back in 2015. Riri should perform at the show in New York, and she really reported the presentation that prior year. However, at that point only days prior, she should swagger her stuff close by the Heavenly Messengers. Riri out of nowhere dropped on the occasion and told them, get another person to make it happen. And it didn't take well before it turned out we exited in light of the fact that she figured out that Versus supplanted her companion and English model Jordan Dunn with Kendall, and Jordan kind of affirmed this was the justification for why Riri was a flakeout when she tweeted having such a great deal better outlook on not doing BS sorry mean Versus now that Rihanna isn't doing it additionally, and at this point Kendall had gained notoriety for being a discourteous pick-me, so fans were done addressing why Rihanna could have done without her. Soon after, Kendall standing endured one more shot when she offered a few exceptionally oblivious remarks about the displaying business. In her 2018 meeting with Affection magazine, Kendall was asked why she got to stroll for every one of these enormous creator names when she was simply beginning, and Kendall said she and her group had forever been really particular about what shows she would do. I was never one of those young ladies who might do 30 shows a season or anything that the screw those young ladies do, Kendall said. Presently, you and I both know that, Kendall said my group. She ought to have recently said Kris Jenner and Kendall herself let it slip a couple of years after the fact that Kris did her thing when she concluded she needed to be a model. I know it's sort of silly to say, yet practically like fate. Like I believe that was the thing was pushing me that course. And I introduced the cutest little displaying book to my mother when I was 14. And then, at that point, she did her Kris Jenner things and made everything show some major signs of life. What additionally didn't help Kendall's standing is the way that very year, she said she'd never do 30 or more shows a season like standard models. She was named the most elevated acquiring model on the planet and got the style symbol of the 10 years grant. Obviously, this set off reaction from the Rihanna fan, who contended, and which is all well and good, that Kendall's somewhat short profession is basically not meriting that title when contrasted with Rihanna's impact. Likewise, inferring that 21-year-old Kendall Jenner affected style simply didn't appear to be legit. At any rate, Rihanna didn't freely remark on Kendall getting this honor. Notwithstanding, famous heavenly messenger and self-declared Rihanna stan Adriana Lima did it for her. I saw that many individuals were somewhat worked up in light of the fact that Kendall Jenner was picked as style symbol of the year and having, had I think it was the 10 years, precisely decade. And she hasn't been in that frame of mind for 10 years. And clearly, being in the Kardashian family, there about to be a ton of disgrace joined to it. What is your opinion about somebody who hasn't had a celebrated history as yourself getting that sort of honor? And I think nowadays everything is decided by web-based entertainment and how much individuals you are connecting with that. I accept. And I believe that it was merited, Okay, so you don't disapprove of it, despite the fact that she hasn't been close to 10 years? You feel like she acquired it? I believe it's simply a prize. It amounts to nothing, And it wasn't simply Adriana who had words to say regarding Kendall being known as a supermodel and a style symbol. Look at how the supermodel Naomi Campbell responded when gotten some information about Kendall needs to know your perspectives on Kendall Jenner. Being the most generously compensated model while saying she carefully selects her positions and would never complete 30 shows in a season. Next question. Yet, there might be one more justification for why Kendall's scorn towards Kendall developed throughout the long term. Obviously, a ton of fans have hypothesized that Kendall's throw it as quickly as possible. Ruff made Rihanna loathe Kendall significantly more. Ruff and Kendall dated around 2017, and they even went to the Met function, and their PDF photographs caused all in all an upheaval on the web, and at the following Met celebration in 2018, it's no time like the present the Kardashians slice Jenners go down and pay for all the awful they've done to others as they would prefer up. Yet, what is your opinion about this entire Riri section's Kendall circumstance? What do you believe is the genuine explanation Rihanna can't stand Kendall? Tell us in the remarks and don't pass up this next video.